The hotel key card trembled between my fingers, its cheap plastic edge digging into my palm as the clerk's voice echoed in my head like a gunshot. "Room 412, sir. Enjoy your stay." My stomach lurched. Room 412 wasn't ours. Ours was 614, where Lena had kissed me goodbye that morning, soft and hurried, her suitcase already packed for her business trip to Chicago. I'd driven her to the airport myself, watched her disappear through security, her smile warm as she promised, "I'll call after the presentation." Yet here I was, standing in the dim lobby of the Grand Meridian, 30 miles from home, holding a key to a room she'd never mentioned. The clerk, a thin man with exhausted eyes, handed another key to the woman beside me, completely unaware of the storm ripping through my chest. My pulse pounded in my ears, drowning out the low hum of the air conditioning, the faint clinking of glasses from the bar. Lena's voice replayed in my mind. "It's just 2 days, Mark. I'll be back before you even miss me." Her laugh had sounded easy then. Or was it strained? I couldn't tell anymore. The key card felt heavier in my hand, burning like it carried the truth I didn't want to face. I hadn't come here by accident. It was the text, a stray notification from her calendar app that had synced to mine months ago. It popped up at lunch, innocent enough. Meeting Grand Meridian, 8 p.m. No context, no reason. At first, I brushed it off as a glitch, maybe an old reminder. Lena was supposed to be in Chicago after all. But curiosity turned into unease into dread, until I found myself driving to the hotel, convincing myself I wasn't crazy. That I'd just check, just to be sure. Now I stood there, the fool holding proof I prayed wasn't real. The elevator ride to the 4th floor felt like it lasted an eternity. My reflection stared back at me from mirrored walls, a man in his 30s, unshaven, eyes sunken with doubt. I told myself there was a reasonable explanation. Maybe her meeting had been rescheduled here. Maybe she came back early. Maybe this was all a mistake. Each maybe unraveled a little more of my hope. The hallway smelled of overused carpet cleaner and burnt coffee. The kind of place that pretends to be elegant but fails the closer you look. Room 412 waited at the far end. Ordinary door, ordinary number. Yet it loomed like a verdict. I hesitated. My hand hovered over the lock. Every instinct begged me to leave, to go home, to pretend I'd never come. But my body moved before reason could stop it. The lock clicked green. The door opened. Dim light. A single lamp flickering on the nightstand. The bed unmade. Sheets tangled like a storm had passed through. And then the scent hit me. Lena's perfume. Citrus and jasmine. Sharp enough to cut through the air. My knees nearly buckled. I steadied myself on the doorframe. Her navy blazer, the one she'd worn that morning, hung carelessly over a chair. Beside it lay a crimson tie. Not mine. Mark. Her voice sliced through the silence. She stood in the bathroom doorway, wrapped in a hotel robe, her damp hair clinging to her shoulders. Her eyes went wide, not with guilt, but with panic. What are you doing here?" I couldn't speak. My gaze flicked to the tie, then back to her. "Business trip," I managed finally. "Chicago, right?" Her lips parted, but no words came. She gripped the robe tighter, her knuckles white. Then movement behind her. A man stepped out. Tall, broad-shouldered, shirt half-buttoned. "Everything okay, babe?" he asked casually. The word babe detonated in my skull. Rage flared, pure and blinding. "Who the hell are you?" I barked. Lena flinched. "Mark, please, this isn't what you think." "Then what is it?" I shouted. "You were in Chicago for work. That's what you told me. So why are you here, half-dressed, with him?" The man froze, finally realizing what he'd walked into. He grabbed his jacket without a word and slipped out, leaving the door clicking softly behind him. The room felt smaller, heavier. Lena sank onto the edge of the bed, her hands covering her face. "I'm so sorry," she whispered. "I didn't mean for this to happen." "Then why?" I said hoarsely. "Why lie?" She looked up, tears glistening in her eyes. "It wasn't planned. It was an escape." Work's been crushing me, and you've been so distant lately. Always gone. Always tired. I just felt invisible. Her words hit like knives. Distant. Always working. She didn't know I'd been pulling overtime to save for a house. For us. I wanted to scream that. To throw her excuses back in her face. But guilt seeped in, slow and cold. So you chose him, I whispered. No, she said quickly, shaking her head. It wasn't about him. It was stupid and reckless. I just wanted to feel something again. I thought it wouldn't matter. I was wrong. I wanted to believe her. God, I did. But the scent in the air, the tie on the chair, the key card in my hand, they were all reminders of what couldn't be undone. I trusted you, I said, voice breaking. I trusted us. She reached for me, but I stepped back. Her hand fell limp. Mark, please. We can fix this. I love you. Love. The word rang hollow, a ghost of something already dead. I stared at her one last time, searching for the woman I'd married. The woman who'd laughed at my awful jokes, who'd held me through grief. But she was gone. My hand tightened around the key card. Then, without thinking, I tossed it onto the bed. It landed beside her, a quiet, final act. I can't do this, I said. And I walked out. Her sobs followed me down the hall, raw, sharp, echoing like the sound of something breaking forever. But the true cut came later, at home. On the kitchen counter sat her wedding ring, glinting beneath a folded note. I'm sorry. I don't deserve you. Pinned beneath it, a photo of us on our first date, smiling, before everything fell apart.